Nation, let's get it. Yo, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the chat, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed yet, we are on our way to 30K, and we cannot do it without you guys, man. Salute to Raider LT, Sir Dre, D-Ram, Ben Bad, Barrio, Anthony, MP, my brother Top is in the building, man. My father himself, Hug D's, is in the building. Raider Nomad, salute to everybody here already rocking. Just a second, you guys, we will be pulling up none other than Raiders running back Sincere McCormick. Heads up, you guys, it's going to be only audio on his end. He's doing some moving and shaking, some traveling. So his camera will not be up, but we will be doing audio only with Sincere McCormick. So make sure you guys get some questions in. As always, I'm going to ask my questions, and then we're going to try and have a few minutes at the end of the show, man, to get as many of you guys' questions in as possible as well. I had, the honor of attending his youth camp out there in Converse, San Antonio area this past weekend. Got a chance to go out there, man, meet the young pup. Bill with him. Very, very good guy, man. Salute to him and his team. Salute to his hometown out there. They definitely showed up full force. It was fun, man. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about this running back group where Sincere thinks he fits within the grand scheme of things. And we're going to, ask him a whole slew of stuff. So stay tuned for that, man. Until Sincere pulls up, man, let's get some questions in, you guys. Let me see. Sincere just hit me up. Let me try this one more time. Salute to you guys. Access block. StreamYard's request does not comply. Sincere's trying to get in right now, you guys. So stay tuned. Hold on real fast. Are you using your... Hold on real quick. Sincere's trying to get in, y'all. Give me a few minutes. It's saying you won't allow him to come in. This is weird. Have a issue. This. Let me see what's up real quick. All right. Salute to y'all, man. We're trying to get Sincere in. He's having a problem trying to get onto StreamYard, so it's not allowing him to join. You can hold on real quick, y'all. My apologies, y'all. Have you seen? Okay, or download the app. Hold on real quick, y'all. Salute, salute, salute. East Coast, what you mean? What app, brother? You have access to a laptop. Hold on real quick, y'all. Or download the StreamYard app. It's quick and easy. All right. Let's see what we got. Salute, man, to the chat, y'all. Salute to everybody watching on YouTube, also watching on Twitter. Make sure you guys hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Salute to my guy, man, Jason Hunter, gifted 5 OLV Raider Network memberships. Salute to my dog, man. Appreciate you, brother. It was fun kicking it with you once again at the Trey Taylor interview. My guy, man. If you guys can, if you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's one of the best ways to support what we do over here, man. Appreciate you, Jay, as always. And much respect and salute to all the new members in the building because of Jay. Salute, man. Killer. That means a lot to me, man. Raiders. My guy. My guy. Y'all, the IT department for OLV. Talk that talk. Let's get it, man. Salute to you guys real quick. Let me see. Sincere's writing me right now, y'all, so stay tuned. Let me see. Hold on. When will you have access to a camera and laptop? Salute, man. Salute to Hug as well, my dog. My apologies, guys. Trying to get Sincere going. He says, do you want to reschedule? It's not letting me in. We're trying to get this thing going right here, y'all. Technical difficulties. Like I said before, man, Sincere is out here in Texas right now on vacation in his hometown of San Antonio before he actually reports to Vegas. So let me see. Let me see. Once again, man, Hug, my brother, man. Appreciate you, dog. Salute to DeMarcus, man. Brock Bowers. Ant, man, you already know. He laughed at that, too. We had that conversation in San Antonio about that. He knows, man. I'm like his Paul Heyman, y'all. I am like Sincere McCormick's Paul Heyman, his advocate. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. He knows what time it is. Mo Money, man. Been watching that receiver documentary. That shit is fire. It definitely is. It definitely is, man. Salute to all those guys involved. You know, Devontae, man, Debo, George Kittle, Justin Jefferson, St. Brown. Phenomenal series, man. Yeah, East Coast. I loved Sincere at the collegiate level, man. That's one reason why I'm such a big fan of him. I know he went to a smaller school, you know what I mean? But this was a guy that I watched heavily at UTSA. I think he's very underrated. I'm in a passing game as well. You know what I mean? But dude is a bully, man. He's a bully. All right, hold on real quick, y'all. Okay. Salute to Hug. Okay. Sincere says he think he got it. Thinks he got it. So we're going to see, oh my guy. Boom. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we have our guy. Y'all know once again, man, I'm a huge advocate for this dude right here, man. Yours truly, none other than Raiders running back, Sincere McCormick. Man, my dog.
What's going on? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir, gang. How you feeling, man?
I feel good. You know, spending some time with my family right now.
Yeah, hey, that's why, man. It's a privilege. Thank you so much for having us, you know, giving us a little bit of your time. And I know you're trying to spend as much time with the family before you report here in a few weeks. How's it feel to be home, man?
I feel great. You know, it's always rejuvenated when you get to be around the people you love and before you enter camp because, you know, it's a long season. We got 6-7 months without seeing the fam. So try to get it all in as much as I can.
I love it. So you were born in California, Long Beach to be exact, right?
Yes, sir. Long Beach,
So let's.
California.
I love it, man. I'm from Cali too. Now transplanted to Texas. When did that move occur, man? When you went from Long Beach to Converse, San Antonio?
The transition actually started. So I lived born in Long Beach, California, raised in parts of LA. Then I moved to the IE. So my mom, we moved every year, just due to like circumstances. Single mom trying to make it
Yeah.
through, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
then we transitioned. We ended up moving to Las Vegas in 2012. Lived in Las Vegas, and it was a great time in Vegas. But my mom was like, "We need something more for you as far as like football."
Yeah.
So at my now stepdad, Sean Reynolds. He lived in Texas. They thought about Texas, the whole move. So we decided to move to Texas. At first, I didn't want to go because I'm like, I'm in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like the city, having fun. Like yeah, I was only 12 or 13, but I'm in Vegas. I'm having a good time with my friends and stuff like that. Just now getting situated. But we end up going to Texas. I'm like, dang, I gotta rent me a horse. I gotta have the starches, jeans. I gotta, I'm thinking all these, perceptions about Texas, and
Yeah.
I'm not really wanting to go to Texas. So we end up making that move in 2013, beginning to move in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So I was living on the south side of San Antonio by Palo Alto. Some people familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's by like I don't know, San High, something like that.
Okay.
And I lived over there. Then I was playing football. Started getting my name out there because that's what I do. I play football. They started playing football actually out here in Texas in middle school. So I'm like, I didn't know because on the West Coast they don't do it until get to high school or
Yeah.
you just play Pop Warner. So
Yep.
that was a big transition for playing in middle school ball. So started getting my name out there. Started meeting a lot of people. Came across this dude named Chris Pryor. Chris Pryor
Mm-hmm.
was a legend over here in Converse area. I played against his team, started making my name because people didn't really know who I was, but they knew I was making noise because
Yeah.
I was scoring a lot of touchdowns, making plays, big plays, and stuff like that. So he introduced me to Converse, which is northeast side of San Antonio.
Yep.
My parents, they wanted to move. It was like, yeah, let's go to this side of town. He introduced me to the high school I went to, Judson High School,
Uh-huh.
and once I went there, that's what the story began. Started as a freshman on varsity, played all 4 years. Uh, uh, we went to the semifinals my first year,
Yeah.
and went to the second round of playoffs, and then we went to the third round. We was always close to winning the championship. Didn't win the championship. I had about 13, 14 offers coming out of high school, um, and I decided to stay in UTSA.
Yeah.
Because UTSA was I've already been in the city. People are starting to know me. People around me know who I am. So I brought it to UTSA, and I had a great opportunity to play at UTSA.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I played there. Other backs that went there was Jarvion Williams, who I still
Yep.
stay in contact with.
Mm-hmm.
Great dude, great mentor. He was there. He had a record. He had a record there. But I told him, I said, look, I said, I'm gonna get in this program. I'm gonna break your record.
We'll break that shit.
And I'm gonna break your record. And I did exactly that. And I broke his record. My name hold weight at the school now.
Talk that
And
shit, then.
yeah,
Talk.
I'm always gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? I have the record down there. I broke all the records. Won UTSA their first championship. And then it was just time for me. I felt comfortable. Made the decision to go to the NFL. My
Yeah.
third year, junior year, and decided to go play ball, go put my talent out there on the showcase.
It's
Went to the
crazy how
NFL.
God works, Sin, because
Right.
you go from Cali, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm a proud Californian, born and raised in Northern California. But like you come to the Mecca, of football, which is Texas. They take football very serious out here, right?
Very
And then,
seriously.
and then it's back full circle. You're in Las Vegas. Like, how does that feel? Because you said you were comfortable out there, but you actually made the move to Texas for football. Then you land in Las Vegas for football. Like, how does that feel?
Just like you said, God works in mysterious ways. He was like, I know you was enjoying it here. He was like, the Raiders had a contract for me. He was like, I'm gonna push you back where you was just at. Get a
Yeah,
chance to be around my family because I still have some family out there. Got a couple cousins and a couple aunts out there, so I'm
yeah.
still kind of close to home. 4 hours away from Cali. It was just a blessing in disguise for real. So I'm
What, what,
fortunate.
some people that are not familiar with the game. So salute to everybody here in the chat. I appreciate you guys third team All-American early on, right? Two-time Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year award winner in 2020 and 2021. Went back-to-back on them. Two-time first team All-Conference USA 2020, 2021. Also Rookie of the Year in 2019. What was your thought process first and foremost when you chose UTSA? And was there other schools in the running? Like what other schools were actually in the running for your services?
So I had Colorado, I had Syracuse, I had Texas State, I had some other schools, but I really wasn't focused on the other schools. I was really focusing and sitting there really observing and really thinking about making my decision because this is the college I'm gonna be at in 4 years.
Yeah.
There was some good schools, but the thing for me that mattered the most was, getting my name out there and actually playing. So the fit for me was UTSA. As you know, and my boy Rashad Wisdom was with me too. We both
Yes.
committed to the same college, and that was a big opportunity for my family to come to the game. They ride up the street, people to come see me. Like I said, the whole town already knew who I was. So it
Yeah.
was like just being back home, just building the city up. UTSA never won a championship, and like I said, I was like, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm gonna break the record. I'm gonna be the first to give them their championship, and I did exactly that.
Talk that shit. No, I gotta ask you because I talked to Trey about this. Trey Taylor, he was on last week. Dylan Laube was on a few weeks ago. I asked him the same question. The small school stigma. Do you think that was a reason why you went as a UDFA because of the smaller
No,
school, the conference?
no, it didn't have nothing to do with that. I mean, at the end of the day, like the college, NFL is gonna find you wherever you are. It don't matter what college you go to or whatever. It was just what fit me and fit like what made sense. That's
Yeah,
all what it all comes down to. What makes sense and what is better for you in the long run.
yeah. I love it. I love it, man. Salute to the chat, you guys. Get some questions in for our brother Sincere. Take me through the call as a UDFA, the process. How did that day go? And how did that phone call go with Ziegler calling you? And how did you and your family, take that moment?
I'm not gonna lie, through the whole process, it's an up and down roller coaster. Putting in all my hard work, the stuff that I've done at UTSA, and then just like the whole process was just, it was an emotional roller coaster. And I was drafted, didn't get drafted, and then go to undrafted free agency, which is still good. It doesn't matter how you get into the league. Got to
Yeah,
think about it like that.
yeah,
And so I had originally had a workout with Seattle, so I'm getting prepared for Seattle. And in the midst of me training and getting prepared for Seattle, I get a call from my agent. They tell me it's like Raiders want to sign you 3 years. They want to give you a contract. And I'm like, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Reason why is because they have a contract. As far as a workout, you got to work out to get a contract
yeah,
to to get on a 53 man. I'm like, I'm already just gonna sign with the contract because they guaranteed me a contract. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I went with the Raiders because of that. And getting that call, that message was a great feeling because I knew that just be patient. God has something in store for you, and it's all gonna work out itself. And that's pretty
yeah.
much what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because my chat, man, they call me your agent. And I told you this in person. Like, I've been screaming from the mountaintops, saying for you to get an opportunity, even before the 2 touchdown game against the Niners in the preseason and all the other stuff. I watched a lot of your game, at UTSA, and I'm like, man, like this kid can run the football. He's very underrated in the passing game. Where do you fit right now? Like, what is the state of the running back room? We have Zeus, that is clearly the running back one right now after that nice 4-game run last year. We have, Alexander Madison that comes in as a veteran that, comes in technically as the running back two. We go draft Dylan Laube. We have Amir Abdullah on a 1 more year deal. Where do you fit, in this running back room right now? And also, I want to get your take on Britton Brown because the conversation, like, it's been very quiet on that front. We all thought a lot of him coming out of UCLA as a 7th-rounder as well. Explain that relationship as well in the state of the running back room.
So between me and Britton have a very because we hang out with each other outside of football, so we have
Yeah,
a great relationship. We even go back to California sometime. We even trained last year together in LA at his name um, Jamal Liggins gym. So we was together. So we always be hanging out with each other and stuff like that. The whole dynamic of the room, everybody has their position, everybody has their play.
yeah,
And for my position, you know how it goes. Zamir is already RB1. They got Alex, who they just brought in, and then Abdullah. So they already three got their contract and they already like pretty much set in stone. But again, anything can pretty much happen. But for me, as they told me personally, is that my job and my duty is to be on special teams, which is okay. And I'm not knocking special teams at all because that's where all the money is made. That's
Yeah,
where you continue to just shine. You know what I'm saying? It was a veteran last year by the name of Brandon Bolden who did nothing but pretty much special teams. Came in on a couple times and did his plays, but he contributed to the team. My biggest thing is always contributing to the team and being there for the team, no matter what it is or what they have me doing. As
yeah.
long as I'm still on a team, 53-man roster doesn't matter. But my biggest thing this year is pretty much special teams.
Hey, I love it, man. That's where you earn your bread and butter right there, man. What was the process? So last year, Aiden O'Connell was rookie year. He gets number 4, Sin, right? And everybody goes in an uproar because, we move on from Derek Carr. And this year, he moves to number 12, right? You go from 47 last year to 28 the year that we lose Josh Jacobs in free agency to the Green Bay Packers. What was that process going into number 28? Do you feel any added pressure changing the number? Because that's a big part of our history right there. Josh Jacobs, he's one of them ones.
Yeah, no, there's no pressure at all. Me and Josh, it's as the same thing as with Brendan. We'll go bowling and stuff. Had a great little, time off the field. You know what I'm saying? And transitioning to 28, honestly, that was like the next best number that I possibly could have gotten. Other than that was 33, but I was like 28. It looks good on me. So I mean, I know it comes from a person who has set records.
Yeah.
That number, and I'm gonna wear it proudly, and I'm gonna do my responsibilities the best I can in that number. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just representing. No matter what happens in that jersey, it's just I'm giving all my effort in this jersey. Like I said, the jersey don't really make you. It's the person in that jersey that make that number. But at 47, I was not trying to be in that 47. It just was just awkward for me to be in 47. But
yeah, I'm like, why is my guy wearing a long snapper number? I'm like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
They had me in 47 in the preseason. It just didn't fit me. But the 2-8 feel great. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love it, brother. Well, tell me something about your running back coaches. Like, we go from this transition last year from Kennedy Palomalu, who was a phenomenal football mind. We bring in a NFL legend in Cadillac Williams. I know it's been early on. There's only been rookie OTAs. It's only a few days you've been out there in Vegas up to this point. But what is the big difference with Cadillac Williams compared to Kennedy Palomalu?
Well, the difference is Kenny KP. He's been in the league for quite some time. He understands the system in and out. He went through his coaching at USC, so he already has history in the league and also in the college room. As for Cadillac, he's coming from a college system, entering the NFL. He does his job very well. He makes it very easy for us to understand the plays, understand the concepts, and not saying that KP didn't do the same thing. They both brought the same energy, but from Cadillac point of view is like because he played football, he was a running back, and he's fresh. So we all kind of just learning together, and it's his first time in. It's the first. It's a whole new coaching staff. So it's just like he's building brick by brick, just like the rest of us. So it makes it cool and comfortable for the rest of us guys, and we all in it together.
Being an LA guy, you have any thoughts on Deshaun Foster for a minute there? He was going to be there, calling the shots in the running back room, and he makes a decision to stay at UCLA as a head coach, which I think was the right move, right? I mean, you're becoming a head coach. I mean, I think it makes any sense. But any thoughts on that Deshaun Foster situation, with him taking that job over Las Vegas?
I mean, honestly, it's like whatever best. I'm pretty sure he has his family established out there in LA. He already have a lot of things going on. And it's like the same thing when I had to make my decision of going to UTSA. It was just a lot of things had to make sense for him. I'm pretty sure that's what made sense. He got the head coaching job, and he can continue to build on that legacy there at that program.
Agreed. What are you doing this offseason, Sin, like to prepare yourself for making the active roster and potentially cracking the rotation for the 2024 season, man? What you have going on this offseason?
Man, doing the same thing I've been doing and also improving since I was a little kid. The same stuff that has actually gotten me to where I'm at. Putting in extra time, making sure that I'm well conditioned, and at the same time, my mental capacity is at its full best and be fresh, prepared for this season because I know my job is special teams and I'm gonna be running a lot. So I'm conditioning my body I'm putting my body through some tough endurance. And, you know, at the same time, it's like I still get a little time to myself, have my free time, my family, my daughter, stuff like that. Because I know it's business, but I still gotta have, you know, have that time with my family.
Yeah.
But it's not rocket time. You know, it's the same thing since I've been doing it, 6 years old. You know, I'm just doing the time, the effort, and you know, we're gonna get the results that I want.
What's your thoughts on returning home to Southern California for training camp? I know you're excited, man, getting away from that heat for a little while from Vegas, right?
Oh yeah, man, because 100-degree weather and in full pads hitting each other, that's no joke. I applaud anybody who can do that, who can just come out there and do it because it ain't easy. It ain't easy. It turn boys into man real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so that's different. But to be back in Southern California, my family right up the road, not that far from Costa Mesa. Got, you know, cousins all over the place, and this is gonna be great because I'm back. I'm really back home now. So it's
Yeah.
like all the stuff that I've been through in my life since I was 6, and I'm, you know, finally where I'm at. I
Yeah.
have to be, and for them to come get a chance to check me out, that's a blessing.
I love it, man. Is there any sneaky players right now on the roster that may be flying under the radar on the offensive side of the football? You know, in the draft, we went and got Brock Bowers, added into that tight end room with Michael Mayer. You know, we got that 12 personnel going this upcoming season. I'm hearing a lot about Trey Tucker, a lot about him early on. Is there any players that you think that's flying under the radar on the offense side of the football going into the season?
You said it best, Trey Tucker. I've seen him once he came in. He's been developing, and he's increasingly getting faster and better. And understanding he has a great mentor, Devontae Adams, who's helping him and showing him the ways. But day out, he truly turned himself into a pro. And
Yeah.
everybody could, you know, say the same thing when you're talking to him, that he comes in ready to work and he's ready to prepare and always outside his competition.
I love it, man. How are we feeling about Luke Getsy coming in and taking over the O? We brought in James Craig, you know, a former Raider guy as well, to take over the offensive line. How are you getting adjusted to their system, and what does their system look like compared to last year's with Josh McDaniels and those guys calling the shots and Carmen Brasillo?
I mean, you know, we still have to see because, you know, this is our first time with Luke. So, as compared to last year to this year, I know Luke is comfortable with the system and comfortable with calling the plays, and he's gonna let it all out. He's not afraid to, you know, let you know what we about to do, and you still can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the type of energy that we need. It's just gonna fly around all cylinders. I'm prepared to see what it's gonna look like in preseason, just a little snippet of it, and then continue in the season. Compared to
Yeah.
last year with Josh McDaniels, it was the same. It was kind of the same thing, but you know we had a little hiccups here and there. Unfortunately, you know he was let go early and stuff like that, but we still made, you know, things work out even once he left. So you know the difference between that is like just got to see it. We really just
Yeah.
got to see it. I'm excited to put it on display too.
Is the energy like totally different? You know what I mean? Because we already know, we've heard all the noise. I've had other players come on and tell us that, you know, the energy was completely different when AP took over. You know what I mean? Like what is the energy compared, you know, to the Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler regime compared to AP and Tom Telesco right now? And also to add on to that, like, was there a little, were you a little nervous because you're a prospect that came from the previous regime? You know, was there any any nerves right there because of that?
It was a little bit of nerves. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the thing that he told us was really, he don't care where you come from. He don't care how you got here. He don't care what you are. He said if you are the best out, he gonna put the best 11 out there. If you showcase that on the field, he's gonna put you in play. He don't care about your contract. And once he said those words, it gave me words of encouragement. So where
Yeah,
now it's like, all right, it's not about, you know, politics. It's about who really can ball, who really can put on the show, who really can help this team take a step forward, not take a step backward. As for the last coach, it was not. It was AP is more of a player's coach because he's already been through a ringer. He already
yeah,
know what it takes for the players. He understands and he communicates very well with the players. So it's not like it's just one way and no other way. It's like
yeah,
because you have to listen to your players. You know what I'm saying? Once you listen to the players, the players gonna run through a brick wall. They're gonna want to do whatever because you listen to them, you hear them out, you you have that, that connection with your team, and that's the most important thing about it. And last so much of that, and like really for a reason. So
Yeah.
the whole shift is like now we can be comfortable, we can play football because last year when it was like people would take mistakes and stuff like that, and you get cussed out, you make the slightest mistakes and stuff like that, and it was kind of hectic. It was all over the place, and
Yeah.
people was not messing with that. So once he came in, AP came in, it was a 360. Everybody was more happy, more energy.
Has there been a conversation with you and AP because he's a UDFA, you're a UDFA? Has he put his arm around you and said, "Look, man, you've seen what I did with my career, won a Super Bowl." Like has he put his arm around you? Have you had that conversation from one UDFA to the next?
I had a conversation last year before he officially got the head coaching job, and he was just the interim head coach. He was
Yeah.
just like, I don't like he don't. He was like, I don't care how you got here, like you was undrafted, but he's like, you put in that effort, you put in that energy, you put in that work. Matters that you showcase it, and everything is going to play a part. Everything's going to play. Everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen as long as you put in that work and that energy. Because he was like, he knows that what he had to do to get there, and he knows what it takes for us undrafted free how to get there. So it was like that conversation that we had, and it, like I said, gave me an energy boost because the words of confidence that he.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. Salute once again, you guys, to our brother Sincere McCormick in the building. You have a few more minutes to answer a few questions for the nation?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, let's get it. Salute to Graham Cam. Speaking of family, I sat behind your family at the Pittsburgh game. Beautiful souls, beautiful family. Best of luck this season, man. Salute to Graham. He's also the cousin of Darian Butler. So, you know,
Yeah.
another UDFA out of Arizona State. So, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Let-
my family, they bring that energy for sure. They, because he's from California too. He,
yeah.
what's called was raised in Compton, and my people is diehard Cali fans. They gonna represent Cali no matter where they are.
I love it, man. Salute to Jason, man. What part of your game do you have to improve on to make the active roster? And you need to send Graphk a check because I watched the tape because of you, man. I hope you, I hope you get on the active roster. Raider Nation for life. Salute to my boy Jason, man. He said, what do you need to improve most on trying to make the active roster?"
I think the most thing I need to prove on is just being more consistent. The opportunity that's given to me, honestly, I just got to excel at it. And that's what I put my step forward to do and continue
Yeah.
to do every day. That's why I'm being in the best shape of my life and continue to put in the right stuff that I need to and continue to have the right people around me to have that happen.
I love it. Barrio asked, man, what team do you hate the most? The biggest op? Is it the Chiefs?
You know it. You feel me? You ain't got to say it. Kansas, biggest op. Kansas. We do not like Kansas. We cannot wait to see them again. So.
I love it, man. I love it. Salute to the chat. You guys get a few more questions in before we get out of here, man. Sin is on vacation with the family. We don't want to take too much time away from him. You know what I mean? And once again, you guys, salute to Sincere McCormick for putting on a youth camp. See, I don't think this is talked about a lot, enough. Sincere, like you went down to your hometown, right? And I know you're from California, but I just mean that, the state that you went to school at, right? And you put on a great camp for these kids, and it was free. It's no shade to any other athlete at all, man. I know a lot of agencies kind of take over and they get these, they get big money by doing this, man. I want to say salute to you for giving back to the kids for free, bro. Like that means a lot, man, because some people are getting priced out of these. I don't think people realize if I was, growing up in Sacramento, growing up in Northern California, if we had free camps, I would have thought I can make it to the league being around these type of players, people that are in the league. So for you to do that, man, you had other guys, Pittsburgh Steelers out there, former college greats out there. I'm just going to say, man, salute to you, man, for doing that and putting on a free camp because, I'm like you growing up in, my grandmother raised me. I didn't have no mother or father. We had a single income. We couldn't afford that type of shit. You know what I mean? So for you to go down there and do that, man, salute to you, bro. Like that really is so dope, bro. Real talk.
No, that's definitely what it was. Cause it's like, like I just told you, I have a single mother,
Yeah.
and I'm like a lot of kids can't afford to be out there with the NFL players and have that NFL experience. So in my head, I'm gonna give kids a chance to have a free camp. Come get some barbecue. Come get some. The sip it truck was out there. Because next year I want it to be more as a like, yes, it's a camp, but more like a community gathering, to
Yeah,
where like it's like a barbecue, but it's like you get to see your kids have fun and they showcase their experience and showcase their talent, and that's pretty much what I want to do. And this is my very first camp, and you gotta fix a couple little things so you can get it more out there, because I believe like San Antonio is a gold mine full of athletes and full of people who can support, and we just got to continue to get the information out there, continue to
yeah,
get the name out there, so that way these kids can be in a position to where they can meet NFL players, have the opportunity that not a lot of other kids get, and have fun doing it at the same time, giving back to the community, giving back to the parents, and allowing them to have fun, meet people, and just bringing everybody together, because that's what it's all about. Too many people be, too much stuff like separation of in this world. So I want
yeah.
everybody to get together and just have a great time playing football.
Next year, let us know ahead. Let us know ahead of time, man. We would love, as media, like we need to push that. We need to get as many people out there, get as many sponsors involved. You know what I mean? Please send, like, let me know ahead of time, bro, before the second annual one, and we'll try and push it as much as possible. I know you're tight with my brother Samoan Raider as well. We'll get together, do a podcast, and we'll push it out there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Definitely. Salute to Lucky, man. What player in the NFL do you look up to, and who do you mirror your game from? Great question.
That's a great question, and I keep even ask that question. It's like everybody has their own game, their own player style. I can say I look up to AP. I can say I look up to Reggie Bush. I can say I can look up to all these athletes. Only thing about these athletes is that I get pieces and parts of their games and then morphing into my own game. I have my own playing style. I think about and process a lot of things very differently. My motor, my energies come within, not with anybody else, because that's all that matters, is that my energy and what I bring into the table is like, I got this information, or I watch AP, Adrian Peterson, or I watch Reggie Bush, and I watch Barry Sanders. Like, yeah, their games is, not all similar, because all of them do different type of things. But when they put that, it's at the end of the day, when they put on them pads, they ready to ball. And when I put on my pads, I'm ready to ball. So I really don't look up to anybody, and I play my game because I am who I am for a
I
reason.
love it. Talk that shit, Sin. This is a question I've been wanting to ask you since day one, since you got into the league. I have to ask: is your family fans of the movie Belly? Were you named after Nasir?
Yeah,
No.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Were
But
you were
nah,
named after Nasir.
yes, Nasir. I was named right after. Like once he say, "Yo, my name's Sincere," my mom fell in love with that name, and that's where my name came from, the movie Belly.
I love it because that movie came out in '98. You were born
Yo,
in 2000. So it made sense. It like lined up completely. So now when I see you in person every time, I'm gonna walk up to you like, we moved Dolo from state to state. I got to, man. Salute,
me.
salute to Chris. Are you more comfortable looking at Getsy's scheme compared to Bo Hardegree and Josh McDaniels?
Oh yeah, more comfortable. I understand coming from rookie year and having the plays I used to in college and then transitioning to the league. The language is very different,
Yeah,
but Getty, he makes it very easy for the players to understand what's going on, and I can understand it better than other players, like
yeah.
10 times easier.
I love it, man. Hey, we got to run this back in person in Vegas sometime this upcoming season, man. We do podcasts at the Blue Wire. You know what I mean? A lot of the time during the season, we're out there during the home games. Maybe we can catch you. I know we got Dylan Lowby and we have Trey Taylor joining the bye week. Maybe at some point, man, we can come together and do something in person. You know what I mean? I would love to do that, bro. I'll come out to the Vegas and maybe we can do this thing again, man.
I'm always down. I like to get myself out there, speak more to the kids, any way possible. Speak more to the community. People get to know me, and that's why I hopped on this podcast, because I want people to understand who I am and where I come from and what
Yeah.
type of motivation I give. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people kind of don't really understand. Once after I got hurt, they didn't really understand like where I'm coming from and who I am. But I'm allowing myself to get out there and showcase who I am.
Yeah. Salute to you, man. And real quick, I got two more for you, and I'm gonna let you go spend some time with your family. Salute to my guy, East Coast Gridiron. Great question. With Coach Dreff Trailer being a former running back coach, how did that help you at UTSA, especially being an SEC coach? Phenomenal question.
Yeah, that's a great question. With him being a running back coach. He allowed me to eat. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
kept feeding me like Ezekiel Elliott. Like he kept stirring the pot. You know what I'm saying? He allowed me to eat. He allowed me to showcase myself. He believed in my talent. He trusted me with the ball every game. I'm in the game 98% of the time. So he already knew what it when it came to the gritty time. I always told him, I said, "I got you, coach." And those are the famous words that I gave him. Championship game is, "I got you, coach." Took off for a wide zone, right up wide side, and ran up the sideline for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And he continued to feed me the ball. He continued to trust me, and he always had his faith in me. And it made it easier. It made my job easier. It made his job easier too.
I love it, man. I love it. And salute to DB. Any ex-Raiders running back you admire and want to have a career? I mean, I'm assuming he has to be like Marcus Allen. I mean, he's one of the greatest running backs of all time. Is there anyone specific that you grew up looking at?
Marcus Allen, and then when he was here, Marshawn Lynch. That guy right there. Beast mode, Mr. Beast mode. You know what I'm saying? He got a different type of swag when he comes onto the field, and that's somebody like I admire, even when he was at Seattle, but just as a person, as a human being. And even when he got to the Raiders, he just continued to be himself. And that's all I'm gonna keep telling people. I'm gonna continue to be myself. And you're gonna either love me, you're gonna hate me. I can't please everybody, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I admire him for and respect him for him being him.
Yeah. East Coast says he'll never forget how gritty you were in that Memphis game. Big fan of you.
I was gonna bring that one up too. 42 carries, 3 touchdowns.
That's different.
And that was a hot game too. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a pretty hot game. It was probably like cooking at like 90 degrees, 90 something, 98 degrees, something. It was hot. Temperatures was rising. But 42 carries. I would never forget that game.
That's a workhorse for real.
Well, they came out the gate. 3 touchdowns already, and we got to put something together, boys. Kept feeding me the ball. They soon got tired and just whooped them after that.
Real quick, last question on the way out. Has there been any OG up to this point, man, in Vegas that's put his arm around you and kind of been like that solid rock that you can lean on, that maybe you text or maybe you talking on the phone on a daily basis, someone out there that's pulling for you, you know what I mean? And someone that you look at as an OG out there in the locker room?
I wouldn't say it's a former, but it's like a lot of the older guys that don't even play on my side of the ball, like the defense side of the ball.
Yeah.
I have conversations from time to time with Brandon Bowden. Some other guys like John Jenkins, me and him. We be talking all the time, conversing, talking about a lot of different things, just life skills in general. I know he currently plays with us, but those advices and those things that he think about, that he be trying to instill to me, and I'm just sitting there observing, being a sponge and listening to it. We all don't hang out, we don't talk all the time, but when it's important and when something's needed, I always can rely on them guys.
Yeah, I love it. And Max and Devontae, man, is it insane to be playing with those guys?
Especially Devontae. It's crazy, growing up watching him, and then he's a phenomenal player. The attitude he brings to practice, to the game, like he talking shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of confidence need. Max does the same thing, and he goes above and beyond. And he got everybody into boxing, everybody doing boxing, and we trying to always get better. But the growth is amazing. Like the energy he carries is throughout the whole team. He's the heart and soul of the team, and he continues to bring that every day and showcase that every day.
Did you watch receiver, Stan?
Yeah, I watched receiver. I watched Devontae Adams. I watched Jerry Rice when they play back the tapes. I watched some of the greats, when they was.
No, I'm talking about the Netflix series. Have you watched that yet?
Oh no, receiver. No, that's why I still gotta watch. Somebody asked me about that. I still gotta watch.
Okay. Hey, so next time we have a conversation, I want to pick your brain about that because I know you were out there. That was your real life. You know what I mean? I know there was a lot going on, and that's big in the media right now with Devontae and all the talks of we struggled last year on the offensive side of the ball, man. And Devontae was definitely letting it be known. Like he was letting it be known. And I love it because you need those kind of leaders. You need your leaders to speak up and say, look, if you're not going to get right, get me the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Like you got to watch it, man. It's a phenomenal series. Real talk.
Yeah, I've seen snippets of it, but the stuff that he was speaking on the field was true. A lot of things, like I never seen him get hit that much ever. Even like just watching him when I was younger, I never seen him get hit so much in his career. And it's just like, He gonna tell you how it is. He gonna tell you the real, and that's what you want from your players, to be real with you.
I promise you, Sin, I swear to God, I've said this 3 times already. My last question. The quarterback room. How are we feeling right now with Aiden and Mitchell going out there battling it out? You got Anthony Brown. You know, we brought in Bradley as a UDFA out of South Alabama, I believe. What does that quarterback room look like right now? And do you think that that's one position, you know, out there in Las Vegas that's kind of flying under the radar? Because a lot of people in the media, oh, they got Aiden and so on and so forth, and Gardner Minshew, gunslinger, and so on and so. What does that room look like to you right now?
I mean, that room is filled with, competitive quarterbacks, of course. But from my observation and seeing, Aiden hasn't stepped up. I mean, stepped back. He hasn't taken a step back. He's continued to excel every day at camp, calling the plays. He hasn't missed a beat. He even took a time during the offseason. I've seen him running, putting that extra work and running so he can be able to extend plays more.
Yeah.
He's just been putting in the work in and out. He's been a true quarterback coming in from his rookie year and then throwing in the fire. He has accepted it very well. And, you don't see that a lot of times when a quarterback was just being thrown in the fire. You got quarterback Jimmy G go down, he get thrown in there, and he has to already just pick up. But, hey, as the time goes by, he's continuously to excel every day and every time I see him.
And the locker room truly believes in him. I'm hearing more and more like leaders starting to speak up. I'm hearing Tay saying, he's definitely an advocate for Aiden, man. You love to see that, man. And him and Trey Tucker have been working out together all off season. So to see that, rapport start building in year 2 with those guys, I'm excited about it, man. Sin, once again, brother, thank you so much for taking out some time of your busy schedule, man. Go kick it with the family. We just want to say once again, we appreciate you so much for pulling up. I am personally hoping and praying there was some. I know special teams is that's gonna be the bread and butter this year, but I'm hoping that you crack that rotation, man, because I want the world to see what you can offer at the running back position. Like, bro, like that tape you put out at UTSA, phenomenal. And I know that the NFL was another level, but I do believe that what you bring to the table will translate. And I think that you just need the reps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need just give you some reps. And I think that you can show the world what you can do, man. You know what I mean?
I just need the opportunity. That's it. And just constantly just waiting for that moment. But in the meantime, just constantly doing what I possibly can, because everything else is out of my control. A lot of it's politic talk, and you can't really do anything about it besides accept it, and you got to be careful what you say. But me, I'm going to tell you how it is. It's really just politics. Because I could say, like, I believe I'm better than some of the people that's around me. I'm going to always say that.
Fuck that shit!
But it's always just like, I got respect for you, but I'm always gonna just do my part. You know what I'm saying? So I only can control what I can control, and if I be on that special teams, I'm gonna be a dog on that special team.
Yep.
Or in the running back room, whatever.
I love it, brother. We'll go spend some time with the family. Once again, let's try and run this back maybe sometime during the season when you have some downtime. And I'm gonna contact you again. We'll chop it up. We've been chopping it up in the DM. And once again, man, thank you so much for pulling up on the platform. It means a lot, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. My guy, Sin, man. Salute to Sincere McCormick for pulling up, man, giving us a few minutes of his time, man. Salute to my guy. Salute to the chat here. You already know what it is. We will be live once again, you guys, tonight. Me, my brother Wasted Talent, Sanjit T. We will be doing 12 Personnel Podcast. We just started a new one, you guys. It is called the 12 Personnel Podcast. We will be live 2:30 Pacific time, 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 East Coast time. So if you guys are around, pull up. We'll be live from Sanjit's channel. We'll be live from my channel. We will also be live from Mr. Wasted Talent's channel as well. Salute to you guys. I know, sorry for the tech issues at the beginning. We were trying to get our boy Sincere on. So the next time he pulls up, you guys, we'll be live and live in color in person, and we'll do it like that. But once again, man, salute to Sincere for making that happen. I think we've been on a nice little run, y'all. I think we've been on a nice little run these past few weeks, right? We had Dylan Laube on, Trey Taylor on. We had Denzel Good on. We just had our guy Sincere McCormick. Been on a pretty good run here, man. We're going to keep that thing going. Just reached out to a few other guys. I think we locked in about 1 or 2 other interviews, so stay tuned for that, man. I think you're going to like these next few ones. But Sincere, you guys know that this one meant a lot to me because I've been a huge advocate for him since he's become a Raider. So, but once again, you guys, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. I didn't want to keep Sincere too long. Spending time with the family. It's the off season, man. In another 2 weeks, his life is definitely going to change. It's right back to, grind. But other than that, man, salute to Big Mike, my dog as well. I can't wait, for me and East Coast to link back up next week to do the Tommy Eichenberg film breakdown. If you guys have not checked out any of our film breakdowns, you guys are sleeping under a rock. Next week, we will be back breaking down Tommy Eichenberg, the rookie out of Ohio State, our linebacker, with Big Mike and our brother East Coast Gridiron as well, man. So once again, y'all, thank you so much for your patience on today's live. Thanks again to Sincere McCormick for taking some time out of his busy schedule to jump on with us for a few minutes. And salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. I hope I see you guys again in a few hours with me, Wasted, Sanjit T, the 12 Personnel Podcast. Salute to y'all. Love y'all. As always, see you in a few. Wow.